In this video, I'm gonna pick out my top 10 action figures of 2023. And I know this year we got a ton of action figures and it was a hard decision to do, but we gotta pick out 10 at least. And there's gonna be two honorable mentions. Since everybody's doing honorable mentions, I'm gonna do two. Not gonna do 20, just two. So for my honorable mention will be Goku over here. He's my number one honorable mention. He's the best SH figure as Goku we've gotten so far. Very animated looking. I wanted to put him in my collection, but he was a little bit too buff, so he's wide. So he couldn't squeeze in, and his hair is too long as well. So he'll cover up the action figure that's on top of him. So I really didn't want to rearrange my action figures as they were right now. So he is an honorable mention. My second honorable mention is gonna be the Turtle Van, because the Turtle Van is not an action figure, but it did come out this year and it's a big piece, and it brought me to like it threw me back to my childhood. Like I never got the Turtle Van as a kid, and I never knew there was one either. But as an adult, now that I know there's a Turtle Van, well, I got the best version, I believe. And NECA did a great job, and it looks exactly like the cartoon. So I really like it, and it fit in perfectly in my collection, because if it was a little bit bigger, it wouldn't have fit. I would have probably had to remove some figures, but it came in perfectly. It just made it in my shelf there. Like, wow. I really had to make that room just enough for that van. So those were my two honorable mentions. So at number 10, the figure that I picked at number 10 is SpongeBob. So SpongeBob is at number 10. He's one of the figures that I reviewed this year that I was not expecting a lot of people to like, but I got it as a hunch, like, yo, this SpongeBob looks pretty good. And when I got it in hand, and I was very surprised, and I was like, wow, this guy looks exactly like the cartoon. And I'm not a big SpongeBob fan, but even if you're not a big SpongeBob fan, this thing pops out. Like, it's very like photogenic, and it's very attractive action figure. It looks very bright, very nice. Look at this. Like, how can you not add this to your list? So SpongeBob in at number 10. And I saw your video views, and I see you guys liked it as well. So that's good. So at number 9, I got, here we go, number 9 will be Samus from Metroid. This action figure also came in by surprise. Like, I was not planning to really like it, because I didn't play none of the Metroid games. But this action figure, it surprised me. The articulation is amazing. The colors are very vibrant. I really like this action figure. I can't believe, and it's not a series that I usually play, so that's why it came in at number 9. So I know a lot of you have it in a higher position, but this action figure definitely deserves to be in the top 10 figures of this year, 2023. So he is, or she is, number 9. So number 8, let's see who we have. Number 8, we got Storm from Mayfix. Yeah, Storm from Mayfix. she's in at number 8. Like, I had the Marvel Legends version, and that action figure was wonky, and then Mayfex came along and they said, you know what, we could do better. And they did. The whites is not just whites, they actually added the pearl white as well. The cloth material on her wings or her suit is very nice and cloth material. The one in Marvel Legend was very paper, so you, as soon as you pose it around, you could rip that cloth material or that paper material that they were using. So Storm definitely is at number 8. I really liked her. I don't think we're gonna get a better version unless they really want to go with Jim Lee's version, which is not that much of a difference. So they could pull it off like Magneto over here. They gave us an old Magneto from the comics, but they then they decided to make a classic version like Jim Lee style. So Mayfix will be pulling off little stunts like that. So don't be too shocked if you see another Storm. So at number 7, this list was different because a lot of my action figures that I ordered didn't come through. So I had a different list. So those action figures are going to 2024. But at number 7, we got Luffy. I know, right? It's an action figure that I was not expecting to get this year as well. But I did started watching One Piece and I really like the anime. I'm still right now at they're trying to rescue Robin from the Marines or CP9. So I'm deep in that anime right now. And they made this action figure so nice. And look at the flip-flops, like it's articulated and it's Luffy. He's the leader. So of course we gotta give One Piece a nice comeback. They made a nice figure. I know there's more One Piece figures coming in now. Like we're having a whole bunch. Like we have this guy, Zoro and Sanji over here. So yeah, these guys came out very good. I know some people didn't like much Zoro because of his skirt piece, but I see they're already working on the classic costume of the One Piece, so that's a good sign. So at number 6, we have Let's Go Superman. Like, yeah. Like, I completed my Mesco Justice League and we got the Superman in and he looks great. He is exactly what I wanted. He had the cloth cape, he has the laser beams, he got the different facial expressions, he came with a whole bunch of accessories and tins and a tin and a whole bunch of crystals. Like, this guy is like the best Superman you could ever that you could find, like hands down. I know many of you like the Hush Superman, but this one right now in my collection is the best version because I have the other characters like Aquaman and Wonder Woman up there and the Flash and Green Lantern, so he'll fit into my collection, and Batman of course. So this Superman completes it. So Let's Go delivered on that Superman and it came out very well done. Now number 5. I know this is a character you guys are not that familiar with, but it's Marco from Metal Slug. And this character is not a character that we were expecting to be this good. Like this is the artwork of the Metal Slug game. This is not how they look like in the game. So this was like, wow, they really outdid themselves, and they gave him soft goods. So his pants are like cloth, and his vest is cloth, and his book bag, everything, and his head sculpt is highly detailed, and they gave him his gun. So this guy at number 5 definitely caught us by surprise, and I definitely recommend it. They actually did a whole bunch of other Metal Slug characters, and I just picked one because they're so expensive. So yeah, at number 5 is Marco. At number 4, here we go. Number 4 will be the Toby Maguire SH Figure Arts. Like, this is a action figure that is more since I was a kid, I did have the Toby Maguire from the movie. I had that Spider-Man, and in my early action figures collection, I also had them there. But now that SH Figure has made one with the Toby Maguire head sculpt and his unmasked version, like that brought me back to the good old days. Like, wow, this is the best Spider-Man in the movie theaters. Like the movie version to animated version, I think Toby Maguire is the best Spider-Man version. Not Tom Holland. He's like a little goofy kid. And the other guy, Andrew Garfield, he's just, I don't know, I don't like him. He's not, he doesn't look like a ladies man. That's what I'm saying. So I relate more to Toby Maguire. He had the best story. Uncle Ben, Aunt May, he had the nice Mary Jane. I don't know what's going on with nowadays. They don't have that that story with them. Now they have this guy just goofing around there. Tom Holland, I don't know. His story is just not good. I don't like his goofy friends. His girlfriend looks like nothing like Mary Jane. So Toby Maguire, I think, has the best cinematic version of the movie. So that is why he's at number 4. At number 3, this team I've been waiting for since the beginning, I believe, because there was so many versions of them. Like Marvel Legends, they brought out every single version of it, and now Mezco decided to make their own, and I waited for Mezco, and it was worth the wait. So Fantastic Four will be at number 3. So it's kind of I can't choose which one I like the best. If I were to pick one, I'll be the Thing. He is my favorite Fantastic Four character. But Mr. Fantastic is there as well. And the Invisible Woman all the way over there. The Human Torch was not a good figure in my opinion. But I know a lot of you liked it, so it's still a great box set. It's a little bit expensive, but I do have the full fire version of the Human Torch, so I'm gonna keep it until somebody decides to make a better version like this. So the Fantastic Four, definitely. Marvel Legends, they made the black costume, the blue costume, the one with the white collar, and I'm like, wow, I was so tempted to get it. Walgreens exclusive left and right. It's like, oh my God, Mezco better hurry up with this family. And we finally got it. I definitely held my urges, and I bought the Mezco version. Really spectacular team. We're fantastic. At number 3. At number 2, who will it be? Number 2 will be the Green Ranger. Mezco's Green Ranger. Definitely. This is a game changer. I'm telling you this much right now. As a kid, I had Power Rangers, and we've seen them in costume, and we never ever got a version where they have soft goods. And Jason David Frank also passed away this year, and it sucks that he didn't didn't get to see this version of the Green Ranger, but it's definitely one of the top versions of the Green Ranger we've seen. Lightning Collection does not touch this at all. He came with all his accessories, came with his dagger, his sword, evil sword. Like, that's a real nice touch. And I couldn't decide which one, so I just stuck with the dagger. The sword definitely would have hindered, like, he would have blocked some of the other action figures. But he brought the lightning effects, his human form, his helmeted form, and definitely is a worth the wait. The Green Ranger definitely was one of my top action figures of this year. That's why he's so up there. At number 2, like, I don't know why you didn't put it up there. Like, this is like a dream come true for us Power Ranger fans from the 90s. Like, he was this is a must have. Even if you don't collect action figures, this is one of those things that you could just have them there just as a memorabilia for David Frank over there. Jason David Frank. Like, this was pretty much, I think, his best representation. And I see Mezco already posted the White Ranger as pre-order tomorrow. So be ready for that one. And at number 1, of course, we waited like 4 years to get, and it shouldn't be a surprise. This is Ghost Rider. Like, he is number 1. He is my most anticipated action figure of all time. I've been wanting this since I started collecting action figures. Like, I don't know, Mezco pushed them back so many times. I was already giving up, like, wow, we're never gonna get this guy. No action figure came close to this. Marvel Legends did their thing where they made their own weird version of it. The Toy Biz was the only action figure that kind of represented the one that I wanted. But Mezco went in and they destroyed it. This is the best Ghost Rider I think we're ever gonna get. He is number 1. He has his flame bike. He has his motorcycle effects. He has light up effects. He has leather jacket, leather pants. Like, he has his chains all over. Like, how can you not have this at number 1? I know many people are like disappointed. Oh, he doesn't have the spikes. He doesn't have, this is not the bike, but this is definitely a must have if you're a collector of Marvel. Like, you're not gonna beat this Mezco's Ghost Rider. This is the top of the top, number 1. Like, you can't beat this action figure at all. And this definitely completes my Marvel characters. Like, I don't know any other character that I could think of that I would want. So I got the Thor, I got the Hulk, Captain America, Cyclops, Iron Man, Wolverine, the Fantastic Four, Gambit. Like, of course, we're missing a few X-Men, but at this point, I don't know. Jubilee, we're missing Rogue, we're missing Beast, of course. But Marvel Legends did a good Beast. But this Ghost Rider is number one, hands down. Like, you're not gonna. We waited so long for this action figure. I seriously, like, almost gave up on it. But Masco, after 4 years, decided, well, we can't hold on for it much longer, and they shipped it out, and it was unbelievable. The best action figure of all time, I think, is this one right here. I can't complain. The only thing I do complain is the wait. 4 years. Like, we went through so many things through those years, and we finally got the Ghost Rider. So number one is Ghost Rider for 2023. So those were my top action figures for 2023. Thank you for watching. I think this video came a little bit too long for top 10. But if you're still around, thanks for watching and keep on collecting. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.